right, ladies and gentlemen, it is such an honor to be on the line with each and every one of you tonight. I do not take it lightly when we have our team calls, because this is where, those of you that are serious about increase, serious about your business, this is where you really can tell who understands what it takes to get to the next level. And I believe that the more you learn, the more you earn. I'm always humbled, and excited when I get to share, because one thing that you all know that you can count on me to do is to be 100% transparent, 100% honest, and 100% real with you on the line. And so I'm honored, excited. Tonight is going to be a fire hot call. As I always say, I encourage you, to grab yourself a pen and a paper. I encourage you to get into a quiet place, and I encourage you to not be distracted for the next hour, because I will tell you all on tonight, it was calls like this that prepared me mentally and physically to go out there and do what is necessary, to create a long-term business. I repeat, it was calls like this that allowed me to learn from people that I wanted to be like on a financial level. I took that information, I implemented it in my business, and in return, I am excited to say that you all should already know that I am not just, voted as the #1 network marketing female, but I am honored, to find out that I am actually one of the top earning females in this entire industry. And to be honest with you guys, we're just getting started. I tell you what we have here in Total Life Changes is nothing short of a blessing, from Mr. Jack Fallon, to Rosa, to John LaCari, to everyone in the corporate staff. We are truly, guys, in an amazing business. We are a team, we are a family. And, I don't think that any of us could have been anywhere else to be able to receive the kind of blessings, that we are receiving from this company. Definitely want to take the time out, to pay respects to my brother, my friend, and my business partner, someone that has been in my life since 2008, to not have the ability to have another conversation with him, to not, be able to be in a room with him. It's just very, very, very hard for me to wrap my head around. I am really in disbelief that we lost, one of our founding members, an executive ambassador, the husband to, Miss Twyla Portis, the father to little Erwin Portis, guys. Erwin Portis, Big E, as we would call him, was called home Friday, didn't wake up, out of his sleep. And so we definitely want to keep the Portis family lifted in prayer. We definitely want to keep, little Erwin and just, everyone who had anything, to do with the Portises, or anyone that may have been affected by the passing of Mr. Portis. We want to definitely keep keep everyone in our prayers. I believe that this is just a time for each and every one of us to put a little bit more value, on our lives. When I look at how suddenly, we were all together, like a celebration last week in Houston, Texas. And 1 week later, to find out that he and his supporters did not wake up is just unbelievable to me. And so I just thank God for the time we had with him. I thank God for his contribution to my life. And please, each and every one of you, whether it's an inbox on Facebook or a text message or just a silent prayer, please pray for the Portis family. Now, the funeral services will be held Saturday, April 2nd. Service will start at 10 o'clock. It's going to be held, the funeral will be at the Fountain of Praise Worship Center. The Fountain of Praise Worship Center. For those of you that want to come and pay your last respects to the Portis family, the address will be 13950 Hillcross, Houston, Texas, 77085. Again, that's this Saturday, April 2nd. At 10 o'clock will be the service. The viewing will be at 9. Of course, I'm sure that probably will be a little intimate, but it will be at the Fountain of Praise Worship Center. The address is 13950 Hillcross, Houston, Texas, 77085. If you want to send flowers or any correspondence in terms of mail or anything like that, I will try to get an address for that later. But flowers, you definitely can send it to that address. Okay. Now, guys, I want to, give a little bit of announcements. Of course, you all know that we're on the Global One Team Tour. Our next stop will actually be in North Carolina with Lanika, Greg, and the entire, ambassador staff, and Jack Fowler will be there, and we got Bonita Lee and Buddy and Denise and Kenny and Shantae, and man, not Irwin, but Twala Porter. Wow. And myself will be in Raleigh, North Carolina, April 16th. If you're anywhere near the Raleigh, North Carolina area, or you just want to be in the room to learn, it's going to be an incredible training like we did in Houston, like we did in Philly. Go to globalOneTeam.com, globalOneTeam.com. Again, Mr. Jeff Simpson and Janella Simpson will be in Miami, Florida tomorrow, and I will be in Atlanta, Georgia. Guys, please go to my Instagram page at 1,000 Families to really know, what's going on with the schedule and the meeting that I endorse. You'll always see me put a flyer on my page. Congratulations to brand new national Luis Ventura. You guys are familiar with Luis Ventura. I'm sure you guys know him from Oriana Gold, and just an incredible leader. Came over here and in about 2 months knocked out national. His banner will be coming soon, so we definitely want to say congratulations to Luis Ventura. Guys, keep in mind that every week on Monday at 8:30 p.m. we are here on this line doing training. So don't always expect a text message. Just know every Monday, as long as I got breath in my body, we'll be on this line at 8:30. And don't forget that every Monday through Friday we have the Wake Up and Win call at 9 o'clock. That's great for keeping you inspired, for keeping you in check, and it's a great way to keep your team going. So every Monday through Friday at 9 o'clock, guys, feel free to join the Wake Up and Win call. And it's kind of interesting. I don't know if you guys realize this, but there are people that actually join us because of the way they feel after the Wake Up and Win call. They just want to be attached to the culture of what we have. And there's many people that wanted to quit, and they stayed the course because of the Wake Up and Win call. So don't be afraid to use that to promote it, to get people on there. Every night, guys, every single night at 10 o'clock, we have our team opportunity call, which is for you to be able to put guests in front of the information. Please keep in mind that call does not only need guests, but the call needs you. So get on that line. And if you want to use our 24-hour on-demand call, which means, guys, you could put a guest in front of our business, anytime, 24 hours, 7 days of the week. The number is 857-957-1985. The number again is 857-957-1985. You can put a guest on that call 24/7, and they can hear straight from me, exactly what TLC is all about. So guys, enough for the announcements. Let's dive into the steak. If you like steak and potatoes, all right? You've been seeing me post that were on a 90-day run, and I know many people have been asking me, well, Ms. Wellington, what is a 90-day run? And I've been touching on it, and I did a call about it last week, and, really didn't go all the way into what the 90-day run is all about. But I'm going to share with you a couple of different things on tonight. We're going to talk about the 90-day run. We're going to talk about understanding the psychology, of our business. We're going to talk about staying relevant and excited about what you're doing to make sure that the energy in the universe is always conspiring on your behalf. We're going to have a really good conversation for the next 45 minutes. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what I love about this 90-day run. This 90-day run means that you have simply made a decision, and I talked about this last week, that decide, wrongs with homicide, which means something has to die, when you make a decision to do something, that you have to be willing to sacrifice some things. Jared, gave us a great call last week, and he talked about how, if it don't hurt, it's not a sacrifice, right? And so for the next 90 days, and I don't know when the 90 days is going to start for you, it's not all about just work like a psychotic person and you're going to get the results. No, the 90-day run simply means that you're going to stay consistent with income-producing activity, that if you normally work 4 hours, a day, a week on your job, or 4 hours a day, a week in TLC, that you're going to double up, that you're putting all of your intention on the end result, You know, if you're making $10,000 a month right now, your goal is to be at 20. If you're making $5,000 a month right now, your goal is to be at 10. That whatever you are doing right now, you're gonna just double up. That you're gonna double up on your virtual grand openings. You're gonna double up, on your home parties. You're gonna double up on your Google Hangouts. You're gonna double up with recruiting. If you're a customer putting 2 or 3 people, in front of the information every week, you're gonna put, 4 and 6 people in front of the information every week. But it's really about your intention. Guys, it's really about being focused and living on an intent that you have made a decision that 90 days from now, you're going to be unrecognizable. Your body unrecognizable. Your bank account unrecognizable. Your team unrecognizable. See, I always tell the leaders that another level requires another layer. So if you're a national right now and you're ready to go global, that means you need another layer. If you are a director right now and you're ready to go regional, that means you need another layer. And one of the things that people don't realize, my friends, is that money loves speed. You can't do the onesie, twosies. You can't do a little over here and a little bit over there and sprinkle a little salt over there and sprinkle a little pepper over there and think you're going to get the manifestation. It does not work like that. God, it does not work like that. Money likes energy. Money likes speed. Results love energy. Results love speed. I want you to ask yourself tonight, if what you're doing right now in your total life changing business, if you keep doing it exactly the way you're doing it, is this going to create you some short-term results that's going to be very temporary? Or are they going to create you long-term results that's going to be lasting? See, guys, the way in which I work my business, I feel in my heart, of my gut, of everything that what I'm doing right now is creating a long-term business. Okay? I'm not just, hustling, which I did that already. Okay? As a matter of fact, in the first 60 days, I was strong, cold-blooded hustling. And all I was doing was hustle. I talked about this a while ago. I said, I love how Jay-Z, I can't think of what song it is, but Jay-Z says, I didn't invent the game. I just rolled the dice trying to get some change. Meaning, guys, when you make a decision that you're going to go on this run, okay, outside of being intentional, you have to make a decision that you're going to go all out massive action. Meaning that you're so intentional, you're so focused, you're so consistent that you have no choice but to go up. You have no choice. Let me tell y'all, and I talked about this on the video I did the other day at one of our meetings, and I didn't really clearly articulate everything that I was talking about, but I have to share this with you on this call tonight because I need y'all to know, how can a person become a millionaire? Go broke. All the way broke. And mentally broken, spiritually broken, financially broken, but go out there and do it all over again. How can somebody do that again? Guys, let me tell you something. Once I make a decision to do something, I give it my all. Meaning sleepless nights, meaning bathless days, meaning no brushing, no teeth, meaning no extracurricular nothing, meaning no food. It's so funny. Reggie just texted me and he said the name of the song is Public Service Announcement by Jay-Z. But if I put Reggie on this call right now, Reggie can tell you that we used to get into arguments, because I would not eat. Am I telling you not to eat? No. I'm telling you, when you are moving in a direction to create a result that you've never had before, you've heard it before. In order to have what you've never had, you got to be willing to do what you've never done. So why isn't it that things work out for you the way it's working out for Pam? Let me tell you something. If Pam and Nate McCray, I was doing this wrong. Nate, let me get it straight. If Nate and Pam McCray was in a good place financially, they wouldn't have been as aggressive as they was at creating a change. They were hungry. See, some of y'all are not realizing that you're moving too slow in your business. I was talking to a young lady today. I said, listen, sweetheart, one of the kiss of death that people do in their business is that they expose the opportunity to a person one time. And that one time, that person maybe said no or not right now, or they're done. My friends, it takes 7 to 8 exposures to get a yes. Please write that down. It takes 7 to 8 exposures to get a yes. It could be they came to the meeting one time. They They didn't get started. That's one exposure. You put them on a wake up and win call. They go, okay, that's another exposure. You put them on a 10 o'clock opportunity call. That's another exposure. You may have given them, the Momentum magazine. That's another exposure. You may have sent them to a home party. That's another exposure. You may have given them a pack of tea. See, the problem is that people get to exposure one and they leave that person after that. No, my friends, when you are on your run, on your 90-day run, let me tell you what you don't have. You have no emotions. You're numb to anything that could possibly make you feel any type of emotion. You're numb to getting your feelings hurt with people who may say no or may not be interested. You know why? Because you're so focused on the end result, their no doesn't even matter. See, some of y'all have never thrown all the chips in the game. Some of y'all haven't went all out massive action where you call everybody in your phone. When you call people in your phone, you're like, hey, man, I speak to Jackie. And Jackie like, who's this? You're like, well, Jackie, I really don't know who this is, but I just launched a major business. And I decided that I knew that this is going to be the one. I make $50,000 within the next 90 days. And I wanted to give everybody who knew me or ever came in contact with me an opportunity to take this journey with me. Let me ask you something, Jackie. Do you remember me? My name is Stormy. Yeah, girl, I remember you from so-and-so and so-and-so and so. Okay, listen, I'm not going to take too much of your time because I'm really focused right now. I'm on this 90-day run to get to $50,000 a month. And I'm calling because let me ask you, Jackie, do you keep your options open? Are you happy with where you are right now financially? Are you making more money than you can spend right now, Jackie? No. Okay, well, Jackie, let me do you a favor. Tonight is a call. A private call. I'm not supposed to even give this information out. But this is a young lady on this private call tonight went from broke to over $300,000 in a month. She went from broke to over $30,000 in a month. She went from broke to over $70,000 in a month. She went from broke to $200,000 in 1 year. She's doing this call tonight, and I got access to this call, and I decided that today I was going to give everybody an opportunity because last week I made me $1,000, and I just got started 3 days ago. So grab a pen and paper, or I'm going to text it to you. But let me ask you, before I even text it to you, are you even interested in hearing what's going on right now and how I know I'll be at 50,000 in the next 90 days? If y'all notice what I said, my posture is bold, my energy is confident, I'm real brief, I'm to the point, and I'm letting her know that either you in, either you're down, or you're not. Either in or you out. See, guys, on your 90-day journey, you don't care about what they're saying, and you really do delete their number if they're not interested. Okay, no problem, man, because I figured that this wasn't going to be for you anyway, because I think I do remember you. No problem. Delete. See, guys, when you go all out, something happens, and here's what I love about when you go all out. The universe wants to give it to you. Ask God. The Bible says, ask and you shall receive. Whatever you believe in your heart, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. You ever heard that? God would always give you the desire of your heart. See, the problem that people have is they don't really desire it wholeheartedly. They don't ask for it. And another thing I'm watching and I'm noticing about people, some of y'all spend too much time with people. Either a person is going to move from inspiration or desperation. And so if you're inspiring that person will make a decision. And if they're desperate enough, they'll make a decision. So on your 90-day run, guys, you don't have a whole lot of time to play. Now remember, what I'm talking about tonight is not for those of you that really just want to be a customer, or you really just want to pick up an extra $500 a month or an extra $1,000 a month. I'm being honest. This conversation is for that person that says, I want to be like Stormy one day. I want to be like Nate and Pam McCrae one day. I want to be like a Jeff and Janella Simpson one day. I want to be like, a Candace Bird Davis one day. I want to be like a LaQuanya one day. I want to be able to say, I made over $20,000. I want to feel what it feels like to make $20,000 in 1 month. I believe that if one person can make $20,000 in a month, if that person can make $50,000 a month, if that person can make $70,000 in a week, if that person can make, $70,000 in a month, I can do it too. What is the difference between what that individual is doing from what I'm doing? And I can almost tell you right now, the overall consensus that I've observed, okay, about the core leadership that we have in this organization, because I've worked with every last one of them, let me tell y'all the overall consensus that I love about the power of a decision. Every single one of these leaders are exactly where they decided to be. Oh, I didn't even know I was going to say that tonight. Every one of these leaders that I have personally enrolled or worked with in our organization that's making over $20,000 a month, they are exactly where they decided to be in their heart. If they decide to make $50,000 a month and they make it 20 right now, they're gonna do it. I so love how these individuals that I've had the privilege of working with, they decide to do it and they go all out. That's what y'all missing. And see, let me tell y'all something. On that first phase, when you're going all out, and I'm talking to you from my heart right now tonight, you don't know what the end result is going to be. But you're working so hard, you're working so aggressively, you're working so consistently, you have no choice but to get the result. But this is what y'all do. Y'all get excited on Sunday, because you say you're going to work Monday, you're going to go hard on Tuesday, you're going to go hard on Wednesday, and Thursday, you get discouraged and you starting over because Thursday, Friday, and Saturday you don't even believe, and then you go from start to stop, and then you wonder why the result never comes. Listen, y'all, you gotta believe crazy, psychotic, be relentless from Monday through Sunday for 90 days. No negativity, okay? No distractions, no frustrations. I'm talking about laser beam focused on the result. And if you bold enough and if you believe enough, you're going to tell some people about it. See, let me tell y'all something that's funny that people don't quite understand, you know. And I was laughing with one of my mentors, one of my accountability partners. We were talking about one of my biggest checklists for the week. And he was like, wow. I said, you know what, I'm excited, I'm thankful, but I expected this. I said I was going to be at $100,000 a week by April 25th. I said it. So if my check is now 80, I'm on track. So I mean, I'm excited. Don't take this the wrong way. I'm very excited. I'm very humble. But I said, and I believed, and I sacrificed, and I was consistent. And I said by April 26th, I was going to be earning $100,000 a week. So to get a check for $83,000 for the week, am I excited? Yeah. Am I humble? Yes. Am I thankful? Yes. But you know what has happened? I believe more and more and more that you ask and you shall receive, that you sacrifice and you shall get, that you serve and you shall be rewarded all day. And so I need y'all to make a decision, to be clear and firm on that decision. And I need y'all to get crazy and understand in the beginning, you don't really know what the result is going to be. And I'm telling you from my own personal experience, but it's okay, because if you keep moving forward, if you keep doing the work within a certain amount of time, see, everybody could be consistent. Anybody can be consistent for 2-3 years, consistent at start and stop. But when you get crazy about it, and you get fanatical about it, and you get there for a short amount of time, see, I believe in collapsing time frames, my friend. Some of y'all have yet to call everybody in your phone. You know why? I said it last week. I think last week or the week before. Because you post on Facebook and you say to yourself, they saw it on Facebook. If they're interested, they'll call. No. That's the biggest way to kill your business, by thinking that a person is going to call you because they saw a post. No. You got to pick up the phone. Why? Because your energy, your enthusiasm, your passion, your sincerity comes through the phone. That's why I don't use text message marketing to build my business. Once I talk to you, I'll drip on you with a text message. But I would never allow my first level of exposure to you to be a text message. No. Why? Because there's no passion. There's no conviction in that. So in the first phase of what y'all got going on this 90-day run, okay, I need y'all to erase what you've done before. And here's another thing. Go back. Go back to some of those people that weren't interested before. You know why? Because you didn't have enough evidence yourself. You didn't have enough confidence yourself. You didn't have enough information yourself. You didn't even have any product yourself. Okay? And so as we're on this phase, get crazy, get consistent, and every name in your phone should know what you're doing. Whether they're in it or not, they should know. And remember, I said it. In the beginning, you don't know, you don't believe, you're just doing it because you were told to do it. And you said, you know what do I have to lose? That's the thing about it that I want y'all to understand. What do you have to lose? I think one of the most rewarding things in life is when you do something and you see it come to life. you do something and you start a meeting and you had one person, and then the meeting grew to 5, and then the meeting grew to 15, and then you look up and the meeting got 50 people, and then you look up and you had a Super Saturday with 500 people. Do you know how good it feels to know I started a meeting down here with 7 people, and this 7 people, we got 3 left, and the 3 of us, and you look at what happened with the 3 of us, there's over 100,000 people in our organization. You know how rewarding and refreshing that is, knowing that we've contributed to over 25% growth in this company from a 1 yes? See, that's the thing that you guys want to be able to do. You want to be able to celebrate your contribution. Not that you did it, because I didn't do nothing. I contributed to the overall growth and to the overall success. So remember, as you're on this 90 days, write it down, guys. Write down exactly what you want and look at it every single day. I was with Damon the other day, and just randomly, for no reason, 6 figures a week plus. I don't even know his date. 6 figures a week plus. He'll be walking around the house and typing his hand, 6 figures a week plus. 6 figures a week by something. 6 figures a week. Why? He's speaking it. Not only to himself, but he's speaking it to God and to the universe, so it could all conspire. So y'all get to y'all affirmations. Y'all get to y'all 5x7 postcards, writing these things down. In 90 days, what's your national date if you're not national? What's your regional date if you're not regional? What's your ambassador date if you're not an ambassador? What's your director date if you're not a director? Right? What's your date? And so get fanatical about building your business and take full personal responsibility for your results. Now, one of the things that I want y'all to understand as well is that you have to get to the place where you're also patient. Okay? And if you may say, like, you contradicting. No. Because if it don't all the way manifest the way you hoped that it would in 90 days, what if you're bigger and better than you was before? So if you only making 500 a week, but you thought you were going to be making 2,000 a week, but you stopped at 1,500, is that a whole lot further than you was before? Yeah, and the beautiful thing about it is you get to gauge what you have. And so if you went to your cell phone, guess what, my friend? You no longer are held hostage to your cell phone, because you know that for this season, the people in your cell phone are not it. So you now know I have to find alternative routes. But nothing feels better than not knowing. The fear of the unknown, of not knowing if I could have called Sally on my cell phone and she could be now my customer on NutriBurst, and now she got 2-3 bottles on all the shit. It's nothing more painful than not knowing. It's nothing more painful than you standing next to a person that you know from high school, and they overweight and they coughing every minute, and you really want to tell them about the product, but you're scared. And then something happens to that person, and you're like, man, I should have told so-and-so about the NutriBurst and this tea. But it's too late because it's after the fact. And so I like to go all in, my friends, because I also like to live life with no regret. I also don't want to come to a meeting and see a person in my cell phone that I know I should have called, but because I was afraid to call them, they signed up with Stormy. And this person could have took me to, 10,000 a week. But I was so afraid, I didn't call them. Now they get somebody else downline because of my fear. So all of these things, I need y'all to pay attention to all of these things, because all it takes is one decision for you to go out there and expose your business. I said it 7 to 8 times. So don't be afraid if they say no, or not right now, or, they're not interested right away. Okay? Another thing I want to share with you guys is after you get from that first phase of your business, and I said it in the beginning, you're not going to all the way believe, but on that second phase of your journey, you begin to see manifestation. You go from 500 a week to 1,500 a week. Okay, that's a whole lot better than where you were, because you was only making 2,000 a month in your job. But now you start to have results. And see, guys, people are inspired by results. This is why you yourself need to be a product of the product. By 90 days, people should be like, wow, have you seen so-and-so? She looks amazing. If they're not saying it about you, not because your outfit cute, because you have transformed. Your skin looks good. You may have dropped a few pounds, right? You're on your product. Your whole energy is different. So in those 90 days, work on your own transformation. I was talking to a mentor of mine tonight. He had me laughing. He said, one of my keys to success is always stay relevant. And he said, Stormy, don't take my saying. I said, well, no, I always tell people, you always stay relevant, okay, and you stay controversial. So I purposely would do things, on social media to make sure my name stay coming off your tongue. I'm never going to go behind the scenes and underground. Because that's a part of my marketing. I want you to always remember Stormy. Always talk about Stormy. So every time I post something and I may do something, I know what I'm doing. Even if it's bad press. Some of y'all probably saw the video with me at the Rick Ross concert. I had me some Moet. Y'all probably like that was inappropriate. No, it's not. I'm 36 years old. I didn't get drunk. And I had a good time. But guess what? I bet you people talked about it. Hey, and guess what? I appealed to a certain audience. There's a certain group of people that says, ooh, wow, okay, so you can be kind of cool and still live and be in a home-based business. And let me sidebar this real quick, because I was thinking about this today. And I want to sidebar this really quickly. One of the reasons why a lot of us are having a hard time attracting and recruiting a certain kind of person in our business is because they don't see themselves in our business, because they can't relate to nobody. I said today, I talked to 3 people. I said, man, I am so looking forward to recruiting a rough around the edges, thug looking kind of guy. You know why? Because if I could take that guy and transform his personality, help him to build character and understand this industry and make him a success story, or help him to become a success story, he's going to be able to attract more people that look like him. You know how many people that look like me, that have some of the mannerisms like me, that talk like me, that come from where I come from, they look at me and say, wow, okay, I see a place here. Because Stormy reminds me of me or who I am or who I used to be, or, so she can go from, a ninth grade education to being on Section 8 and food stamps and in the clubs and doing things that she don't even want to talk about right now on this call. And she could go and change her life. Wow, maybe I can do this too. Right? So the beautiful thing about what we have in this industry, guys, is that it don't matter if you come from jail or jail. It don't matter who you used to be, where you come from, what you did. You can come over here and follow our system, okay, of exposing our products, exposing the opportunity. And do you realize that's all we do, my friends? Guys, we are professional exposures. We expose the product, we hope you buy it. We expose the business, we hope you buy it. And we do it all over again. We expose the product, we hope you buy it. We expose the business, we hope you buy it. We're professional exposures, okay? But it's about that person that does more exposure, that learns how to build bigger, that knows how to build faster, that knows how to deal with different personalities of people. That's the person that's going to win. So as we're in phase 2, guys, you really start to work even smarter. You start to get more results. And so if you're, and here's the thing, everybody's journey is different. As you're on this 90-day run, it may take you 90 days to be in phase 1. And you really might not believe in what you're doing. Well, you may not even see the explosion, my friends, until, day 100. But the beautiful thing about being proud of yourself and seeing results is that now you know it's possible. That's what we got to get to the point where we know it's possible. And I'm telling y'all right now, when you begin to believe in you and the possibilities of what you can do, you become unstoppable. Listen, my friends, nobody can tell me what I can and cannot do. Because I've done some things that the world said I couldn't do. And I've created results. Now I'm unstoppable. And so as you get to that unstoppable phase, you know what happens in the 3rd phase? And this is why I need y'all to not quit. This is why I need y'all to be willing to be humble and to be coachable. And I need you to be willing to invest in yourself. Invest in reading the right books. Think and Grow Rich is a good book. The 4 Agreements. You definitely need to read that book. Okay? You definitely need to listen to some Zig Ziglar. You definitely need to listen to some and read some John C. Maxwell leadership books. Definitely. Okay, need to listen to some Power of the Right Thought, Your Right to Be Rich by Napoleon Hill. You got to build yourself. See, this industry is about the person that you have to become, because you have to understand how to deal with multiple personalities of people. Again, the way you recruit Stormy is not the way you recruit Pam. You can't, listen, you can recruit Pam with just good products. Well, you used to, she's different now. But you can't just recruit me with good products. I need good products and I need a good comp plan. So you got to show me the product the comp plan, and show me the type of people in the business. Because that's another thing. You can have a good company with good products, a good comp plan, but I look at the people and say, where do I fit? Where do I fit in this equation? This culture is not for me. Show me a meeting, show me the product, show me the comp plan, and we can make some things happen. Who's on my back line? Hello? Very interesting. If you just go on the moderator line, make sure you mute yourself out. Don't quite know why you're on the back line, but just if you accidentally got on the back line because you're one of the leaders, just go ahead and make sure your phone is muted. All right, thank you so much. So anyway, getting to the place where you believe that it's possible for you guys is so important, because when you move into that third phase of your business, you start attracting amazing people into your business. And that's what I want to see happen. I want to see you start attracting people that's looking for you, and they want to work with you and your leaders and team, the people in your organization. They start to respect you and understand that it takes time to get to that phase. But so many of you guys quit at the first sight, of failure, the first sight of temporary defeat, that you don't realize that it's temporary. I was telling this young lady today, everybody looks at me now and they're so, excited for me, and they're so like, man, I could never do what she's doing. But I'm like, why can't y'all see that I didn't wake up like this? I'm not like Beyonce. I didn't wake up like this. When I first started, nobody wanted to follow me. I didn't have no leadership skills. I was fat. I was broke. My home was in foreclosure. All my girlfriends knew how broke I was. Nobody was interested in what I had. Nobody. But I was. I believed. And I didn't believe on $1 million level. Okay? I believed that I could just make some money to supplement my income. And that supplementation went from, me looking for an extra $1,000 to $2,000 to $1.2 million my first year. From me not really knowing what I was doing, I just took my hustle. That's why I wasn't sustainable. And then when I went to my second company, that's when I learned philosophies and principles, and that you have to understand people, and you have to know that this is just not about recruitment. It's about, developing guys, we're in a relationship marketing business where we have to learn how to develop good relationships, good reputation. Not everybody's going to agree and understand. I told this young lady again the other day, I said, people take me the wrong way. I'm very often misunderstood because at my level, I have to provide and protect. Provide for my family and my team, and protect my family and my team. I'm not going to let anybody come in and do or say what they want to my people, to my team, or to my company. Because now, at the level that I'm on, I see things before they happen. I've experienced things that I don't want many of you to experience, because it can just rip your pole of the heart out. But I've experienced so much. I could see BS from a mile away. I could see temporary circumstances from a mile away. I could see things. So I may not always endorse what you're doing or what you're asking or what you're saying. And y'all may try to figure out, well, why doesn't she do this and why doesn't she do that? Because my goal is not to build a temporary business. Guys, I have a son 2 years old. I believe TLC is going to be around for him. I don't want to be the only person that pays off my house. I want everybody. I want all my people, my leaders that's working diligently and serving to be able to pay off their house and pay off their cars. I want to create a whole, team of people that's talking about how they burn their mortgages with TLC. They burn their car notes with TLC. Now they have houses with the S that they can pass down, to their children. That's what I want to see happen. So I'm not doing this for temporary, immediate gratification. I'm doing this for long-term, permanent results. And so when you start to wrap your head around that, you begin to understand, wait a minute, I got some growing to do. Because when you look at the results of the people that you're attached to, that helps you to know how much you got to grow. If you were so great and you knew so much, tell me about your success stories. See, guys, your life is not about how successful you are, but how you help other people achieve success. And understand, it's at different levels. You may help a person make $200 a week. Great. That's a success story. But if nobody can say because of you, you're not helping me do anything, then guess what? We got some work to do. But that's why you can't even put yourself in a position where you think discouraged, where you think frustrated, where you think quit. Because your next level of life is based upon your wisdom, your knowledge, your connection, and your experiences. And so we get to experience greatness over here at TLC as we're building a long-term residual income. God, I need y'all to be willing to invest in your business. Had a young lady today. I had to go to the doctor's office, y'all, to get my blood pressure checked. Thank God I have normal blood pressure. Did my physicals and all that stuff today, and she's been blowing me up since yesterday. She need to meet me for some tea. And no problem, because I keep tea with me all the time, and she's a distributor, but this is like your second time in 2 weeks buying tea from me. And I give it to you at cost, but there's something missing that you don't understand, that you need to order your inventory. I'm happy for her that she's retailing products, but where's the disconnect that you don't have your own inventory? And being that you're just coming to get tea from me, then you don't have no NutriBurst, you don't have no NRG. Listen, guys, you got to keep NutriBurst in inventory. I don't care if it's 2 bottles. When you sell out of those 2, you put your reinvestment money in one pocket and you put your profit in the next. You are in business. You're businessmen and women. Again, you have to sacrifice to have inventory for your business. How are you going to recruit a Stormy Wellington when you don't even have a pack of tea or 3 or 4 to give me? You got to wait till somebody let you get some, or wait till you place an order. So guys, when preparedness and opportunity meet, that's when success happens. So ask yourself, are you prepared? Do you have 10 packs of tea on you? Do you have, 2 or 3 bars of NRG, some NRG samples? Do you have some Strike Up? Do you have some immune oil? Do you have products in your arsenal that you could sell every single day to keep some relevancy in your business? That's another thing. Some of y'all, listen, you got to keep tea in your purse to sample. Today I was with Natalie, right? We went to the mall, I had to get my phone fixed. She was talking to a guy and telling him about tea and tea and tea and tea and tea. I said, Natalie, instead of you explaining to this man, you have any samples that you could give me? You have any packs of tea? He said, yes. I said, sir, she gave you this tea for free. Would you drink it? He said, yes. I said, would you give her your information? Because we work for testimonies. We want your testimony. Would you give her your phone number, follow the instructions on the back? And mind you, this man was a businessman. He's on a pharmacist, so we don't just sample anybody, okay? I said, if you're going to drink it, she's going to have your phone number. She's going to call you because we need you to weigh yourself today, drink your tea tomorrow, and you're going to drop 5 pounds in 5 days, and all we want is your testimony. He said, oh, I'll do that. We gave him the instructions on the back, and we told her we're going to call him the next day. On the flip side, I went to the bank today and made a deposit. Y'all should have saw him in the bank. They was trying to figure out who I was, right? And they were just talking and smiling at my bank account. And what do you do? And what do you do? And that always happens to me when I go to another bank. And I'm like, I'm a wealth coach. I teach professionals and non-professionals how to create an extra stream of income from home. And I do it because we distribute health and wellness products. We distribute all natural sex pills, anything from all natural energy supplements to weight loss products. You ever heard of skinny tea? It can lose 5 pounds in 5 days, but it's also a detox tea. Long story short, the lady was like, wow, that's interesting. I want some of that. I said, well, I'll give you a sample. I got some in my purse. I'll give you one for free, but you got to give me your phone number. And if you're not going to drink it, then don't take my tea. Guess what? Reggie could tell y'all he was on the phone when I was talking to her. She was hesitating about drinking the tea. I said, well, baby, give me back my tea, and don't worry about it. When you're ready for some tea, and I was about to give it to you for free, but don't waste my money and my time. Here's my card. Call when you're ready. So if you're not, I ask, if you're going to drink it, you're going to give me your phone number? The answer is no, I'm not sampling. But I can tell you right now, that some of my greatest business partners came from me giving away samples. But some of y'all are not able to move into that mode of your business because you have no inventory. And so I'm telling y'all tonight, you need to go into your back office or log into somebody's back office on your payment. Y'all know how to do that. And make sure you have some inventory so you can start planting seeds, because on this 90-day run, you got to remember, y'all, it's a process. Remember, 7 to 8 exposures. So you expose You create relationships. You follow up with those people. And sometimes I may tell them, give me $15, give me $20. It depends on how I feel today. But if it's a quality person, I don't mind planting seeds to reap a harvest, all right? And so on your 90-day run, guys, you're putting massive amounts of people in the pipeline, okay? You're also setting your goal of how much money you're going to make a day, how much money you're going to make a week, how much money you're going to make a month. Remember, everything big was once small. Stormy was not built in a day. Oprah was not built in a day. Rome was not built in a day. Success is not built in a day. Greatness takes time. But I can tell you one thing. This is the shortest time I've ever seen. Network marketing, the home-based business, direct sales, whatever you want to call it, this is the shortest amount of time to success that I've ever seen in my life. Now, who can make 5-6 million with a ninth grade education in 7 years? I did. But I had up all the money cumulatively, about 5 million. Yeah, about 5 million. With no education. The biggest education I had was desperation. I desperately needed this to work. And I had no choice but to go all in and be intentional and say, you know what, this is going to work. Why? Because I said it's going to work. And I'm going to work it until it works. So I need y'all, if you're going to be on this 90-day run, pick your date of start. And here's the deal. The day you pick to start needs to be the day that you're going to start. I had a text today from a young lady in Miami, Devon Covington. Proud of her. You know why? Because she could have said, I'm starting last week. I'm starting when you start. No, she said her day starts on Friday. Why? I hope that you understand, because she's being real with herself. Whatever she had going on in her life, she couldn't start it before Friday. Nate and Pam McCray, same thing. They promised their kids to take them on a cruise for spring break. Their date didn't start till I believe today, because they knew they was going on that cruise. But her goal is to be, obviously a global. Their goal is to be global. At the end of the 90 days, they have their global date and everything. And I guarantee if I go to Nate and Pam McCray's house right now, I guarantee you she got signs up around her house with the global date and it says global. I bet you. You know why? Because she understands that how do you get results? How do you get change? Words, images, emotions, and environment. Words, images, emotions, and environment. I can tell you right now, you go in my car, you go in my office, you go in my bathroom, what do you see? A check for $5.7 million written out to Stormy Wellington. Why? Because I'm reminding myself every day that I'm going to cash this check for $5.7 million this year. This year. I never made $5 million in a year, but I asked, I'm believing, I'm sacrificing, I'm working, I'm believing, I'm sacrificing, I'm serving. If 2016 is going to be the year of miracles, then why should I believe for $5.7 million? See, some of y'all also are dreaming too small, but you know why? Because you want to make sure that your dream matches with your work. But what if I told you could dream bigger and work bigger? That's it. Guys, you dream bigger, work bigger, that's it. We all could be included in this wealth transfer that's taking place in TLC. When I look at what Erwin Porter said, man, I was laughing at Twala today. I said, Twala, do you realize that your husband set y'all up? And Erwin's personality, y'all, let's just say, and I don't even know how to put this in words without offending somebody. Erwin knew how to take adversity and turn it into victory. He knew how to take a situation that you may have looked at as bad and make it good. I've never seen Erwin negative. He always was optimistic. Right now, with what's happening, if you would have been calling Erwin to say, hey, my condolences to whomever, I'm not even going to say nobody. Erwin would have been, he would have talked to you about, thank you and whatever. But Erwin would have recruited you at the end of the call. Hey, I appreciate you calling, checking on my family. But let me ask you a question. What you doing these days? What you got going on? Erwin would have recruited you. Erwin did not play no game. When I say relentless, he would recruit everybody. He probably would have tried to recruit me if I wasn't already in. This is the type of person he was. So my point is, we have to learn to turn adversity into victory, turn our pain into some purpose, turn our pain into what pushes us and drives us. When my mom passed, when I told Twala this today, I said, Twala, you're not going to sit around and be moping and moaning and all that. Because when I come down there, I'm letting you know right now, I hope you don't get offended. I'm bringing my calendar, and we mapping out our tour. Where we going, sis? We hitting this road. You going to tell me where your hottest markets are? I'm going to tell you where my hottest markets are, and then you about to hit it like we used to. Back in the old days, everybody know me and Twyla was always on the road together. I said, I hope you ready, sis, because we about to put this pain into some purpose right now. And guess what? More people will respect that, dang, this lady is strong right here. Guys, when my mom passed away, the day after my mom passed away, I went to one of my company's conventions. And I decided that instead of me moaning and crying, that I was going to work my behind off because I didn't have the time to just give up. My mama would have not wanted me to give up. And this is how I want y'all to think. You take whatever it is that bothers you and you put that energy into your business. Why? Because when you get the results, you're going to realize that that pain was a part of your process. And that's one of the things that you got to understand. Now I can relate to people's pain. I can relate to people being depressed. I can relate to people being afraid and not clear on what the result is going to be. And because of that fear is the fear that makes you stop. It is the fear that makes you go. But if you allow fear to stop you, then I can't do nothing about that. But you have to allow your fear of not having, your fear of what if I don't go, to motivate you. What keeps me going, my friends? I don't have nobody to fall back on. I don't have no husband that's going to take care of these bills. I don't have no education to go get a job. Guys, I don't have nothing but my God and my heart and my hustle. And because of those three things and my belief, I'm going to keep pushing. And y'all need to line it up just like that. God, hustle, purpose, and there's no plan B. And so all these next 90 days, y'all need to make a decision that I am going to get results. And you know what's so beautiful about it, guys? All roads lead to Atlanta. By the time you go in 90 days, March, April, May, June, y'all, our event is in July. You're going to get rewarded. It is such y'all have no idea how rewarding it is to hear about people's income because I said yes. And I contributed through a little conference call or, through a little something. To me, everything, my contribution is little because you did. I just contributed. So it's nothing like saying, I'm going to do this. And another thing, y'all, you be the source of inspiration for a person, not the source of discouragement. You be the person that a person looks at you and say, man, I'm inspired. Man, I'm inspired. Man, you look so young. You look like you reversed in age. Oh my God, I'm inspired. When I hear you speak, I'm inspired. Oh my God, I'm inspired that you were broken. Now look at you. Okay? And so keep those things in the forefront of your mind, y'all. It's not difficult what we do. Stop just focusing on just recruit. That's another thing. Get you some customers. I met a guy the other day. We went to this thriller cruise and Damon and I and my kids, and we saw a guy, he had on his hat from another network marketing company, and Damon started talking to the guy, and long story short, I don't even know if Damon caught this, but the guy was like, I have 8,500 customers. 8,500 customers. Y'all, we have a system and product that we can accumulate tons of customers. And hear me when I tell you, you could be at $10,000, $20,000 a month with tons of customers. Now, would it take longer for you to get, to $20,000 and $30,000 a month if only you by yourself was getting customers? Yes. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you you're going to be at $20,000 a month because you got, 5,000 customers for yourself. But if you did it, and somebody else did it, and you recruited somebody else that did it, and you recruited somebody else that did it, you'll be at $20,000 a month. But guys, you got to be patient with yourself, and you have to know that everything big is one small. And you have to know Rome wasn't built in a day, Stormy wasn't built in a day, Jack Fallon wasn't built in a day. Guys, TLC, 15 years before they got traction. Did y'all forget that? 15 years before this company got some traction. What if Jack would have got discouraged when they was making $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month? Guys, I went to corporate the other day, and my God, I went to corporate the other day, and it was such a breath of fresh air, and it almost brought tears to my eyes when I heard John LeCarley say they always knew that their time was coming because they knew they were doing it right from the beginning. Did y'all just hear what I said? They said they knew that their time was coming because they knew that they were doing it right from the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. I know that some of y'all time is coming because you're doing it right from the beginning. I know some of y'all will never get your time because you're not doing it right. And you think that shortcutting and undermining and mistreating and lack of belief and being, in a place where you beating yourself up and like somebody gonna feel sorry for you. God don't feel sorry for you. The universe don't feel sorry for you. Nobody feels sorry for you because you're having a pity party. But some of y'all are doing it right. And it is coming. And I'm so excited for those of you that received what I just said. You are going to get the result. Why? Because you are doing it right. Y'all have no idea the peace I have. Because I'm doing it right. I'm not forcing nobody to do nothing. I'm not faking nothing who I am publicly, privately. I'm the same person. I'm the same way today, tomorrow, and every day. I wasn't always like this, though. But that's the thing. There's nothing like an open and honest and transparent and hardworking leader that will tell you, I have imperfections, but one thing that you don't ever have to worry about me doing is lying to you, is mistreating you, or doing anything to hurt you. So everything I tell y'all on these calls, on the Wake Up and Win call, I want y'all to know it's always real. I'm going to tell you the truth. If you don't go all in, it's not going to happen. You're always going to get little results. If you don't make up in your mind that if Stormy can do this, if Antonina can do this, if Shanita can do this, if Nate can do this, if you don't get to the place that you say, man, I know LaQuania could, listen, it's not going to happen. But ask LaQuania what she did. She made a decision. She made a decision. Ask Dale Drake what he did. He made a decision. So, no respect to persons. What happened for one will happen for you, but y'all got to do it right. You have to pick up the phone and call. I recruited Rasheed Booth from a phone call. I recruited Nate and Pam from a phone call. I recruited Daryl Drake from a phone call. I recruited Shanita Foster from a meeting that turned into a phone call. I recruited Jeff and Janetta Simpson from a phone call. I recruited Anna called me. Now, watch this, y'all. After the first phase, and I tell you, people start to call you. Those first 5 people came first. Then Anna was attracted to me and called me. People, listen, successful people follow successful people. If you're losing, no winner wants to join a loser. That's why you have to win. And winning can be just you lost 20 pounds. That's a win. Winning could be you went from, $100 a week to 1,000. But you have to win because nobody wants to follow a loser, my friend. And nobody feels sorry for you. Nobody. Nobody feels sorry for you. Please know that. God don't even feel sorry for you. No pity. He doesn't pity you because you have things that have happened to you, adversity. No. Like Miss Portis, watch how quickly this lady bounces back. You know why? Because she's a winner. Winners always find a way to win. She's not going to be in her down season mourning for months. She's not going to do it. Why? Because it's not in her DNA. I'm on the phone with her today and we're laughing. Is she not hurting? Is it not going to be hard for her? Absolutely. But she's a winner. Winners learn how to bounce back and they take their pain and they allow it to go and align with their purpose. It becomes a part of their process. And so if you're not where you want to be, I gave you an incredible blueprint tonight. For 90 days, you get focused. For 90 days. Y'all got into TLC. I didn't have no money. My friend let me hold $15,000. And I know you said I didn't have that. Well, listen, she gave me $15,000. I bought me a pack to get in the business. Okay? I paid my rent because I didn't have the money. I paid my car note because I didn't have the car note money. And I ended up buying some extra inventory because I was selling a lot on PayPal. And you may not have my story, but I didn't have no money. I didn't have no money. And I took her $15,000. Here's the thing. I knew this is my ace in the hole. I I knew that once I took that $15,000 from her, I was not going to get no more money from her until I gave her $15,000 back. And that probably was one of the best things I could have ever done, because not only did I have to give her $15,000 back, the rent was coming back around in 30 days. So she was not going to give me no more money. I didn't have no other money. So I took that and I allowed that to push me. All right? So, guys, as we close out this call, make a decision. I don't care if you got to go cry in the shower, go scream in the tub. Make up your mind that you are going to do this. You got to make up your mind, and you can't do the onesie-twosies. I call it the onesie-twosie dance me Susie. You call 2 people today, 2 people tomorrow. The universe, money likes speed. Why do you think some of the richest people are some of the people that take one of the most riskiest, they invest in some of the most riskiest things? Because like that risk, that belief, that rush, just think about it. Those 2 little people, 3 little people, y'all, it's not gonna work. You're gonna get exactly what you're getting. And if you okay with that, because you're just using TLC to supplement, then no disrespect to you. You keep doing it. But if you visualize and believe that one day you're gonna make $20,000 a month, you got to do more than what you're doing right now. You got to do more than what you're doing. You got to do like Thomas did when he got on the call tonight. I ain't asked this man to host this call. But guess what? All y'all got on, y'all ain't hear nobody saying welcome to the call, and not one of y'all jumped in and decided to do it. This man who just started 20 minutes ago, who's a leader, jumped on, heard nobody hosting, and voluntarily began to host. That's what you call doing it right. And had no fear of who was going to step in and mute him out to take over the call. Why? Because winners don't have no fear. A winner, listen, I don't care if you tell me no. When that lady at the bank was like, I don't know if I'm going to drink it. Girl, give me back my tea. No problem. I took it right out of her hand so fast she didn't know what hit her. Baby, you're not doing me no favor by not taking it or taking it. You the one need my tea. I don't need you. Not only you looking at my bank account about to have a heart attack, but you just said you need some tea because you need a detox. And I just showed you the organic symbol. Is it because I didn't have one of those suits today? I just had on my gym clothes? I don't know what it was. But I didn't care. My feelings wasn't hurt. She didn't reject me. She rejected herself. So when you start to have a change of mind, and you start looking at things differently, when people tell me no, or when people are not interested, they're not hurting me. They're rejecting themselves. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we have a call that's starting in 25 minutes. Every Monday through Sunday, there's an opportunity call. I need y'all to hop on the call tonight. And you're going to be able to join none other than Candace Burke Davis, as she shares with you not only how these products have changed her life, but how this compensation plan has changed her life as well. Remember, guys, the call needs your energy. So even though you may not have a guest, not only does the call need your energy, you need to learn how to be able to do a call yourself. And so, guys, I hope you learned something tonight. I hope that you decide to join us on this 90-day run, and I hope you write down your goals. I hope you believe in the result, and I hope that you are 100% intentional as you're out here working, because you are working and believing. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Stormy Wellington. I am signing off. Atlanta, Georgia, I cannot wait to see y'all tomorrow. Pack it out. It is going to be amazing. Y'all travel safe if you're going to be traveling. And don't forget, wake up and win tomorrow. And we'll see you guys on the call next Monday. Have a good night, everybody. And God bless. Bye-bye.